Diversity of cultures that exist worldwide guarantees that virtually all evaluators will work outside familiar cultural contexts someday. So they should demonstrate cultural competence, have particular knowledge and abilities cultivated throughout a lifetime about the diversity of human existence and behavior of the ever-growing population so that common ethical respect of the cultures are represented in evaluation. Culture is central to economic, political, and social systems as well as individual identity. Thus, all evaluation reflects culturally influenced norms, values, and ways of thinking. It's a must that evaluators maintain a high degree of self-awareness and self-examination to better understand how their own backgrounds and other life experiences serve as assets or limitations in the conduct of an evaluation. Culture has no exact definition because of its continuous fluency and dynamism, but in general are shared experiences of people, attitudes, languages, values, costumes, behavior, beliefs, worldviews, ways of knowing, and ways of communicating. Culture is made and watched out by their own creators. That means the people that protect it, so no one else that's not part of it can interfere. Culture is also institutions, government, education, family, religion, and economic systems that shape and preserve shared patterns of thought, behavior, and belief. Elements of culture are passed on from generation to generation, but changes from one generation to the next. Cultural shapes Culture shapes the ways in which evaluation questions are hypothesized, what data is collected, how data will be collected and analyzed, and how data is interpreted. Evaluation must consider important contributors to human behavior, the subject's life in general, or the effect it generates in the evaluant, the subject being evaluated, of others. Cultural competence is an ethical imperative that is valid, honest, and respectful. Effective and ethical use of evaluation requires inclusiveness, learning across cultural boundaries, and respecting different worldviews. It tries to secure the well-being of individuals and their communities, attention to how and with whom data is shared, and unintended consequences of the lessons given. It establishes trustworthy communication among all participants. Theories are investigations, experiences, hypotheses, and shape our understandings of our surroundings, shaped also by cultural values and perspectives of society. Negotiations for a commonweal also empathy to all involved not having stereotypes. It has a language, dialect, or code that all people implicated can understand. Language is a key and power. Culturally competent evaluators seek to understand within certain limits in the established cultures evaluated of the data they can use, how the constructs are defined by cultures. Consider the public interest and good in the work they do. In a diverse and complex society, cultural competence is central to have sustainable success. So, cultural competence is essential for the learning field. It gives more opportunities to improve our way of thinking. Cultural competence helps evaluators to deepen their sensitivity in terms of their own culture.